This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube album stuff so you get the videos I put them out. See what I'm thinking, see I'm analyzing that data. But like I tell every day, the day they release us is false. And meant to give us a false narrative of the market so we can make bad trading decisions. Listen, the banks are running out of money, and I believe after March 11th, we're going to see some banks drop. Okay, some banks will be gone or they will get absorbed into other banks. And here's why. The bank term funding program expires on March 11th. And these banks keep withdrawing money from the funding program. You know why? Because they need the cash. They need the liquidity. They are hanging on by their fingernails. They're taking out billions of dollars in order to stay afloat. And here's the crazy part. The program was set up as a Ponzi scheme. It was set up in my opinion, it was set up as a Ponzi scheme because the bank term funding program was allowing these banks to put up collateral at their face value. Now, what I'm trying to say is this. Say they have bonds that have a face value of $1 million. They would let them get $1 million worth of collateral on those bonds in order to borrow from the bank term funding program. But even though the market value of the bonds might have been only $50,000, the bank term funding program allowed them to value the bonds at $1 million, even though the market value of the bonds was only $50,000. I mean, it is just screaming of fraud and corruption, in my opinion. It's just screaming of a funding program that is about to crash and burn. But let's say it doesn't crash and burn. What happens on March 11th when it runs out? Can they renew it? Of course they can. But where are they getting the funds from? All the banks are losing money. I don't care what they're reporting. They're all losing money. From the big dogs all the way down to the small community banks. They are all hanging on by their fingernails. There might be a few in between that's profitable, but a majority of the banks, not just in the United States, but all over the globe are in trouble. But I think the biggest banks that are in trouble are in the United States and China. In my opinion, I think those are the two worst banking systems in the world right now that's on the brink of collapse. And we all know that once these banks collapse, once these banks realize that there's no more liquidity coming in, there is no money left to give to these AMC and GME naked shorters, and then their liquidity runs out, and then what will they be forced to do? They'll be forced to start closing out their AMC GME short positions, and then AMC GME could mow ass. And like I tell y'all every day, I don't believe, and it's just my opinion, I'm not trying to buy, hold, or sell any stock. I don't believe it even matters at this point if retail investors sell. There are too many institutions, big dogs, who see what we see in the AMC GME play, and when we sell, they buying them all up. So the bad actors naked shorting AMC, they can't even get the shares because there's institutions buying the shares. Bottom line is this. When the back term funding program ends on March 11th, it's going to get ugly. And more than likely, it's gonna get ugly before that date because they're still scrambling right now to figure out how are they going to stay afloat. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think the bank term funding program is a Ponzi scheme? if these guys could use the face value of collateral, not the real value of the collateral, to get these funds. Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.